always by myself. That's all the thing. When you see me, you gonna see me by myself with that big old pistol. They got them pistol lights for, but bitches like you just wanna act like they wanna play with me, bitch. Your mama gonna be sitting around here writing out your obituary if you fuck with me, bitch, and you come out motherfucking way. That's on Pam, bitch. Your mammy gonna write out your obituary, bitch. Now play with me. Sit over there and listen to all that bullshit you want to them lies. Play with me. Watch what the fuck I do, bitch. And I ain't just talking, bitch. I know everything I'm saying, bitch.
That shit is crazy, y'all. Y'all don't even understand how I'm feeling this morning. I feel like shit this morning because I know I tried to prevent it. I tried to prevent that shit from fucking happening. They let that girl come over there with that gun. They let that girl come over there with that fucking gun. Why the fuck did y'all let that girl do that shit?
It started as whispers, casual chatter in beauty salons, DMs sliding through phones at 2 a.m., side-eye glances outside clubs. But by the time the sun rose over East Patton Avenue on May 1st, 2022, the whispers had erupted into sirens. A quiet stretch of East Patton Avenue in Montgomery, Alabama, usually just a backdrop for late-night gas runs and corner store chatter, was flooded with flashing red and blue. It was May 1st, 2022, and by 1:15 a.m., that unremarkable street corner had become the scene of something unforgettably tragic. Rocked by one of the most polarizing, deeply personal, and devastating shootings in recent memory. But on this night, just after 1:15 a.m., East Patton Avenue becomes a crime scene. One woman, 32-year-old Erica Reese, was lying motionless, pronounced dead at the scene. Two others, one man, one woman, were fighting for their lives, both gunshot victims. One critical, one stable. All three had been caught in a storm of bullets that turned a personal feud into a public tragedy. And the name that echoed through the police radio that morning: Katina Davis, 31 years old, accused of being the shooter, in custody by the end of the day, charged with murder and 2 counts of assault. But here's the thing. This wasn't a case of strangers colliding in a moment of rage. This wasn't random. It was personal, deeply personal. And what unraveled that night was merely the final act of a drama that had been building, slowly, publicly, and dangerously, across neighborhood streets and digital screens. Because this story didn't begin on May 1st. No, that was just the explosion. The whispers had started long before. Stay with us, because what's coming next reveals how a social media feud, fueled by jealousy and betrayal, spiraled into bloodshed. But to understand what really happened that night, we have to begin with the woman who didn't walk away. Before her name became a headline, before the crime scene, before her name was trending on social media, and before East Patton Avenue was roped off in police tape, Erica Reese was just Erica. Erica Reese, 32 years old, born and raised in Montgomery, Alabama, the city she called home, and the same streets where her story would come to a violent end. To some, she was outspoken. To others, fiercely loyal, protective. The kind of woman who didn't bite her tongue and didn't back down, especially when it came to people she loved. Friends say if you were in Erica's circle, you didn't have to question where she stood. She made it clear. Known to be loyal, the kind of person who would ride for you without hesitation. But that loyalty, it had sharp edges. She was protective, sometimes overly so. She spoke her mind, she held grudges, and when she felt disrespected, especially in love, she didn't let it go quietly. Her digital footprint painted a vivid picture. Erica posted everything, the good, the bad, and the messy. From heartfelt reflections about her children, to emotional late-night status updates hinting at betrayal, jealousy, and heartbreak. Nothing about her life was hidden. TikTok clips captured her laughing 1 minute and confronting rumors the next. Facebook Lives where her voice shook with emotion, anger, frustration, pride, sometimes all at once. She lived online the same way she lived in real life, unfiltered. That transparency made her popular with some and polarizing to others. She spoke her truth bluntly, sometimes angrily, always unapologetically. Those who knew her say she was passionate, especially when it came to relationships. And when she felt disrespected, she didn't ignore it, she confronted it. Erica lived and loved with intensity, and that intensity didn't always sit quietly in the background. And then came the rumors, the kind that start as whispers in group chats and grow into full-blown neighborhood narratives. That she was territorial. That when it came to her man, whoever he was, she didn't tolerate disloyalty or competition. Some said she was confrontational. Others called her misunderstood. But nearly everyone agreed, Erica didn't back down from anybody. And somewhere in that fire was the spark that lit the fuse. But as much as this story centers on Erica, there was always another name tangled in hers. There was another woman, another side, another version of events that would flip everything on its head. A woman whose life would collide violently with hers on that fatal night. Let's talk about Katina Davis. In every storm, there's a center. And in this one, the feud between Erica Reese and Katina Davis, that center was a man. A man no one will name. Not in court records. Not in official police reports. Not once in a single public statement from law enforcement. But in Montgomery, everybody knows who they think he is. He's become a ghost in the narrative, talked about constantly, never confirmed. But make no mistake, he's the reason, the root, a flame that kept the fire going between Erica and Kina. Online, the stories came in waves. Some say Erica had him first, that theirs was the original relationship, something with history, something real, until Kina came along and complicated everything. Others argue Kina was with him long before Erica showed up, that he stepped out, that Erica was the intruder, that the tension started the moment he chose someone else. Some versions have him flip-flopping, choosing one, then the other, and going back again. Some say he manipulated both, lied to both, promised love to both. The one he loved, the one who had his loyalty. And when love turns into territory, when people feel like they're being replaced, humiliated, disrespected, that's when things explode. And explode they did. Not in secret, not behind closed doors, but out loud on Facebook. In angry rants, in subtweets and status updates, in parking lots and clubs and text messages shared with half the city. 2 women, 1 man, 1 deadly misunderstanding. Because what began as jealousy was about to end in blood.
That hoe in the way. Hold on, them hoes don't stay on the side of the town in Montgomery and got a audacity to keep on writing motherfucking status about me. Bitch, y'all hoes live like Mexicans in 2 bedrooms. In a 2-bedroom. Leave me the fuck alone, bitch.
It used to be just drama, Facebook beef, petty jabs, a digital feud, loud but harmless, until it wasn't. Because in Montgomery, Facebook stopped being just social. It became the front line of a real-life war, and people were watching the sparks fly in real time. It started subtly, a cryptic post here, a vague insult there. To outsiders, they were harmless. To insiders, they were heat-seeking missiles. And the most chilling moment? Erica's Facebook Live, the video that would later circulate like wildfire, not just in Montgomery, but across the country. In it, Erica unleashes, unfiltered, unapologetic, targeted. And while she never says Kina's name, everyone knew who she was talking about.
Always by myself. That's all the thing. When you see me, you gonna see me by myself with that big old pistol. They got them pistol lights for a bitch like you just wanna like they wanna play with me, bitch. Your mama gonna be sitting around here writing out your obituary if you fuck with me, bitch, and you come out motherfucking way. That's on Pam, bitch. Your mammy gonna write out your obituary, bitch. Now play with me. Sit over there and listen to all that bullshit you want to them lies. Play with me. Watch what the fuck I do, bitch. And I ain't just talking, bitch. I know everything I'm saying, bitch. Your mammy gonna write your obituary out. You cheap ass hoe.
This wasn't a warning. It was a broadcast. And thousands watched. Some laughed, some egged it on. But others, they knew. They felt it. And still, it didn't stop. Instead of diffusing the tension, social media poured gasoline on it. Every status, Every live, every comment added pressure to a situation already set to explode. But the scariest part? It wasn't just talk. Because according to multiple ghosts and friend testimonies, Erica wasn't just angry, she was preparing. Some claim she told friends she was going to check Kina. Others say she planned to confront her that very night. Some even allege she was armed. All of it unconfirmed. All of it denied by some. But the rumor mill? It was an overdrive.
Ring around Rosa face looking ass. Fuck on, bitch. Go clean up with your nasty ass. From my understanding, you don't even clean up, bitch, cause you that nasty. Gas tank on E, begging ass, crybaby ass, bitch.
And through all this noise, one question kept circling. Why didn't someone step in? Why didn't the friends, the family, the viewers say something, do something?
And I'm by myself, ho. I don't need nobody no combat with me, bitch. I'm by myself. I always be by myself. Always by myself. That's all the thing. When you see me, you gonna see me by myself with that big old pistol. They got them pistol lights for a bitch like you just wanna like they wanna play with me, bitch.
Maybe they didn't believe it would go that far. Maybe they didn't know how. But hindsight is loud, and the warnings were there. Because what happened next wasn't just tragic. It was predicted, and no one hit pause.
Throwing shade out about me like ain't nobody gonna come back and tell me what that hoe said. Go sit in the real stylish chair and stop letting that hoe play in your head with them ugly $30, $40 ass hairdo that you be getting. You had discounted ass bitch. That what the fuck you need to fucking do. Now let me get off live and go entertain and do the fuck I was finna do. Cause this hoe right here ain't talking about nothing. She that ugly. I'm so tired of entertaining this bitch.
By late April 2022, the tension wasn't private anymore. It was palpable, thick in the air, and louder than ever. People in Montgomery didn't just know about the feud. They felt it, and they feared what was coming. It started with whispers. Erica's gonna check Kina. She said she's pulling up. It's not gonna end with words. Allegedly, Erica had told multiple people she was done talking, that she was going to confront Kina face to face. What she meant by that, nobody really knew. But everyone had a version of the story. Some said she wanted to talk. Others said she was ready to throw hands. And a few claimed she wasn't showing up empty-handed. And with every new theory, the lines blurred. What was fact? What was speculation? Some claimed Erica had a gun that night, that she brought it to defend herself, or worse, to use it first. Others swore that was a lie, that Erica may have been angry, yes, but she wasn't trying to kill anyone, that she was hot-headed, not homicidal. And through all of this, the unnamed man stayed quiet. Not a word, not a post, not a defense. Some said Erica was provoked, that she was tired of being lied to, disrespected, made to feel like a side piece in her own story. Others said she was the aggressor, that Kina was trying to avoid her, not engage her. Two narratives, two versions of what happened, one truth still lost in the noise. But regardless of who said what, of who believed which side, the clock was ticking. And by the time it hit 1:15 a.m. on May 1st, the feud wasn't online anymore. It was real, lethal, irreversible. And when the first shot rang out on East Patton Avenue, everything, every post, every threat, every rumor came crashing down.
What's the emergency?
Hi, I'm at the corner of Pleasant Hill and John.
It was 1:15 a.m. on East Patton Avenue, a street usually known for late-night gas runs, fast food drive-thrus, and silence. But not that night. That night, it became a war zone. By the time police arrived, the scene was chaos. 3 people had been shot. Erica Reese, the woman whose voice had echoed across Facebook days earlier, was lying on the pavement. She was pronounced dead at the scene, shot down before sunrise. Near her, 2 others were hit. One man, critically wounded, clinging to life. One woman, injured but expected to survive. Sirens drowned out the quiet. Neighbors watched from windows, phones in hand, recording shaky footage of a block bathed in blue. And just like that, the whispers turned into headlines. The community, already used to tension, was stunned. Not just because someone had died, but because so many saw it coming, and no one could stop it. As police cordoned off the area, collected shell casings, and took witness statements, one detail started surfacing online. The man who was shot, the one fighting for his life, might not have been a bystander at all. The street was locked down before dawn, the block silenced, and Montgomery, it was left asking the question nobody ever wants to ask. How did we get here? But by the end of the day, the answer would arrive, in the form of a name and an arrest. Just hours after the shooting, a new voice entered the story. Not a detective, not a lawyer, but a friend, a witness, and she had a story to tell. In a viral video that spread like wildfire across TikTok and Facebook, Katina Davis's friend gave her side of the story. A dramatic, minute-by-minute breakdown of what she says really happened that night. She claimed Erica didn't just show up. She came ready, armed, intentional.
This shit is crazy. Somebody's life is gone over bullshit. This is crazy. This is crazy. It be the friends for me. Because I was there. Not only was I there, it could have been me. It could have been me last night. This girl keep walking. This girl. So I'm like, who is this girl? Like, I'm trying to see who she is because she keep walking like, y'all, you can tell that she's up to something. She wants something kind of attention that she's looking for because she keep walking, y'all. She keep walking. So they on the motorcycle getting ready to go. But I hear her friend, the deceased girl friend, is coming out the club laughing. Let me go get this gun from Erica, girl. Erica said she finna shoot this gun. Let me go get this gun from Erica, girl. She's so crazy, girl. I told her, don't do this and this, just laughing like it's funny. So now my focus on her to see what direction she's going in to the Erica girl.
She described begging Katina not to go outside, said Erica was yelling, calling them out. That when Erica finally approached, her hand wasn't empty. It was a shocking twist. And it flipped the narrative on its head. Because until that video dropped, public sympathy leaned heavily toward Erica, the woman who died, the mother, the loyal friend, the one who had seemed to be defending her pride, not pulling a weapon. But suddenly, the internet started splitting in two.
That girl upped her gun on that girl first, y'all. And her friends knew it. They could have stopped that shit. They could have made that girl go home. They could have made that girl go the fuck home. So yeah, it's sad that she been taken away from her kids, but y'all play a big part in that shit because y'all didn't stop y'all friend. Y'all could have told her it ain't worth it. You got children, go home. Y'all should have been telling her that before she pulled that gun. Y'all have been telling her that then. I begged my motherfucking friend, but she had to protect herself. It was either a kill or be killed situation, y'all. That's on my children. I would not lie. It was kill or be killed. I swear to God. If she wouldn't have shot her, she would have been dead today. That's exactly how that shit went down.
Some called it self-defense. That Katina acted in the moment, terrified, cornered, fighting for her life. Others weren't buying it. They said it sounded reversed.
I watched them let that shit go down, y'all. I watched them friends. It's the friends for me. They thought that shit was funny. All this shit over a nigga. Really? Let that shit go. And God is trying to tell me something, y'all. I keep being in these close-ass situations. I keep being in these close-ass situations. Like, I'm so sorry what happened to that girl. But that's my friend that took away from her children. That she had to do. She had to. That shit is crazy, y'all. Y'all don't even understand how I'm feeling this morning. I feel like shit this morning because I know I tried to prevent it. I tried to prevent that shit from fucking happening. They let that girl come over here with that gun. They let that girl come over there with that fucking gun. Why the fuck did y'all let that girl do that shit? That girl was on some bullshit, y'all. That girl came on the fuck shit. That girl was angry about something. That girl was mad. And she told everybody that she was gonna shoot them folks.
Was it a justified act of survival or a calculated retaliation? People picked sides. Videos were stitched, screenshots dissected, friendships split, neighborhoods talked. And while the justice system moved slowly, social media moved fast. But soon, Montgomery wouldn't be talking about posts and lives. They'd be talking about something else entirely: bond, bail, and outrage. When you strip away the rumors, the Facebook Lives, and the headlines, what's left is a warning. A warning about how fast online tension can become real-world tragedy. How public drama can push private pain into a place you can't come back from. And how the silence of bystanders can be just as dangerous as the noise of conflict. 3 lessons stand out, and I hope you learn from this. First, digital smoke often means there's real fire. If you see threats, harassment, or dangerous escalation online, don't assume it's just drama. Second, pride and ego are gasoline. When we stop trying to win and start trying to protect, we change the outcome. Third, step in before the sirens. It's easier to calm a situation in whispers than after it's been shouted over gunfire. If you recognize these signs in someone's life, say something, call, text, show up. Don't wait for someone else to do it, because in too many cases, no one will. We tell stories like this not to sensationalize the tragedy, but to stop the next one. So if this story hit you, here's what you can do right now. Share this video so more people see the warning signs before it's too late. Subscribe so you don't miss the next story we cover, because the next lesson could save a life. Comment below. What would you have done if you saw this feud unfolding? Your answer might help someone in your city make the right choice tomorrow. Once the trigger's pulled, there's no going back. But before that moment, there's always a chance to change the ending. Stay safe. Thank you and God bless.